What if the real secret to living independently past 85 has nothing to do with expensive treatments, rare genetics, or just being lucky? What if it comes down to 8 simple habits that most people completely overlook? Today, you will discover the exact daily practices that keep sharp, energetic seniors thriving decades longer than their peers. Habits so simple, you can start every single one before this week ends. And here is something that will surprise you. Habit number 6 goes against everything doctors used to tell us, but new research from Harvard Medical School now proves it might be the most powerful habit of all. What you learn today could completely change how you experience your next 20 or 30 years. Walter is an 89-year-old retired mechanic from Ohio who still drives himself to the grocery store, tends his vegetable garden, and manages all his finances without help. His younger brother, only 82, has been in assisted living for 3 years and can barely walk to the bathroom alone. The difference between these two brothers comes down to 8 specific habits Walter has practiced for the past 2 decades. Habit 1. The morning movement ritual. Most seniors start their day in a way that actually damages their bodies without realizing it. The moment you wake up, your joints have been stationary for 7 or 8 hours. During sleep, the fluid that lubricates your joints settles and thickens. If you jump straight out of bed without addressing this, you force stiff, unprepared joints to bear your full weight immediately. This repeated stress accumulates over time and leads to chronic pain, reduced range of motion, and significantly higher fall risk. Research from the Mayo Clinic confirms that seniors who perform gentle movement within the first 30 minutes of waking maintain up to 40% better joint flexibility compared to those who skip this step. The same research shows dramatically lower fall risk among seniors who prioritize morning movement. Your joints are designed to move, and they desperately need that movement first thing in the morning. This is not about intense exercise. This is about giving your body the gentle wake-up signal it needs to function properly throughout the day. The solution takes less than 5 minutes. Before you even get out of bed, spend a few moments doing gentle arm circles, rotating your ankles, and performing easy seated stretches. Neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, and gentle knee bends while still under the covers warm up your joints. Get the synovial fluid circulating and prepare your body to move safely. Carolyn, an 84-year-old from Texas, could barely walk to her mailbox until she started this routine. Within 6 weeks, she was walking her neighborhood again. Your joints are stiffening right now, and they will continue stiffening unless you take deliberate action. The damage from skipping morning movement accumulates silently until one day you cannot bend down to tie your shoes. Start tomorrow morning with just 5 minutes of gentle movement and feel the difference within days. Your future mobility depends on this small daily choice. Habit 2. The hydration. First rule. Did you know that by the time you actually feel thirsty, your body is already significantly dehydrated? This is especially dangerous for seniors because our thirst mechanism becomes less reliable as we age. You could be dangerously low on fluids and feel perfectly fine while your brain, kidneys, and heart struggle from inadequate hydration. Most seniors walk around chronically dehydrated without realizing it, and the consequences are far more serious than most people understand. Johns Hopkins geriatric specialists warn that chronic mild dehydration in seniors directly impairs cognitive function, increases urinary tract infection risk substantially, and accelerates kidney decline over time. Even more alarming, over 40% of seniors are chronically underhydrated on any given day. This is not about extreme dehydration requiring hospitalization. This is about ongoing mild dehydration that slowly degrades your health month after month, while you remain completely unaware that anything is wrong. The solution requires no special equipment and costs nothing. Drink 1 full glass of water immediately upon waking, before coffee and before breakfast. Make this the very first thing you do each morning. Then, keep a filled water bottle within arm's reach throughout the day. Raymond, an 87-year-old from Michigan, was experiencing memory lapses so concerning that his family feared Alzheimer's. After his doctor discovered severe dehydration and Raymond committed to proper water intake, his confusion cleared within 2 weeks. Every hour you go underhydrated, your brain and kidneys pay a price you cannot see until the damage becomes severe. Confusion mistaken for dementia, falls caused by dizziness, and kidney problems can all stem from not drinking enough water. Do not let this silent threat steal your mental clarity. Fill a glass right now and make tomorrow the first day of your new hydration habit. Habit 3. The protein priority. The single biggest nutritional mistake seniors make has nothing to do with sugar or carbohydrates. The real problem is that most seniors eat far too little protein, and this deficiency silently destroys their muscles every single day. Your body, after age 60, requires substantially more protein than when you were younger, yet most seniors actually eat less. This dangerous combination accelerates muscle loss at an alarming rate that eventually steals independence. Harvard Medical School researchers have studied this extensively. Adults over 65 need significantly more protein than younger adults just to maintain existing muscle mass. Despite this increased need, most seniors consume barely half of what their bodies require. The result is sarcopenia, the progressive muscle wasting that causes weakness, increases fall risk dramatically, leads to bone fractures, and ultimately steals independence from millions of seniors every year. The solution fits any lifestyle and budget. Include a palm-sized portion of protein at every meal, starting with breakfast. This means eggs in the morning, fish or chicken at lunch, beans or lean meat at dinner, and Greek yogurt between meals. Gloria, an 81-year-old from Florida, kept getting weaker despite walking daily. Once she added protein to every meal instead of just dinner, her strength visibly improved within a month. Your muscles are breaking down right now if you're not consuming adequate protein throughout the day. You cannot rebuild what you lose by eating protein only at dinner because your body can only process so much at once. Spreading intake across all meals gives your muscles the constant supply they need. Make your next meal protein-rich and commit to including protein at every meal going forward. Habit 4. The daily balance check. When was the last time you actually tested your balance under safe conditions? Most seniors never think about their balance until a fall forces them to confront the terrifying reality that their stability has declined for years. Falls are not random accidents that happen to unlucky people. Falls are predictable events that happen to people whose balance has deteriorated below a critical threshold. The good news is that balance can be tested and dramatically improved with simple daily exercises taking less than a minute. The Centers for Disease Control report statistics every senior needs to hear. 1 in 4 Americans over 65 falls each year. And falls remain the leading cause of injury death among seniors. A hip fracture from a fall can begin a rapid decline many never recover from. Yet simple daily balance exercises reduce fall risk by up to 50%. Half of all senior falls could potentially be prevented with basic balance training anyone can do at home. The solution is remarkably simple. Practice standing on one foot for 30 seconds while brushing your teeth each morning, using the counter for support if needed. Alternate feet each day. This single exercise strengthens stabilizing muscles and neural pathways that keep you upright when you encounter unexpected obstacles. Kenneth, an 86-year-old from Arizona, practiced this daily for 3 months. When he tripped on a rug at his daughter's house, he caught himself instantly and avoided a devastating fall. A fall can permanently change your remaining years within 1 second. Seniors who fall often lose confidence, restrict activities, become isolated, and decline rapidly. You can dramatically reduce your fall risk starting today with an exercise that costs nothing and takes less than a minute. Test your balance right now by standing on one foot while holding a chair. Do not wait until an accident reveals what you should have discovered safely. Habit 5. The social connection commitment. Loneliness is not merely an unpleasant emotional state that makes life less enjoyable. Medical science has now conclusively proven that loneliness is as physiologically damaging to your body as smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. The biological mechanisms through which isolation damages health are well documented. Chronic loneliness elevates stress hormones, promotes inflammation throughout the body, weakens immune function, and directly damages cardiovascular tissue. If loneliness were a disease, it would be considered one of the most serious health crises facing seniors today. Research from the National Institute on Aging provides stark numbers that illustrate the severity of this threat. Socially isolated seniors have a 50% higher risk of developing dementia compared to seniors who maintain regular human connection. The same isolated seniors face a 29% higher risk of heart disease. These are not small statistical variations. These are massive increases in life-threatening conditions that stem directly from something as preventable as spending too much time alone. Your brain and heart literally require human interaction to function optimally and remain healthy. The solution requires intention, but not elaborate planning or major lifestyle changes. Schedule at least one meaningful human conversation every single day, without exception. This could be a phone call to a friend, a chat with a neighbor over the fence, a video call with grandchildren, or participation in a weekly group activity at a church, community center, or club. Marcus, an 83-year-old widower from Oregon, felt his mental sharpness slipping noticeably in the months after his wife passed away. Once he committed to calling his sister daily and joining a weekly veterans group, his cognitive clarity returned to levels that surprised even his doctor. Every single day that you spend in isolation takes a measurable toll on both your brain and your heart. The damage accumulates silently until it manifests as dementia symptoms, heart problems, or depression that seems to come from nowhere. Human beings are social creatures at the deepest biological level, and seniors who ignore this fundamental need pay a terrible price in health and longevity. Reach out to someone today, send a message, make a phone call, or walk next door and have a conversation. Your health depends on connection more than most people ever realize. Habit 6. The deliberate sun exposure. For decades, seniors were given clear and consistent medical advice to avoid the sun at all costs. We were told to stay indoors, wear long sleeves, and apply sunscreen the moment we stepped outside. This advice came from genuine concern about skin cancer risk, and it was delivered by well-meaning physicians who believed they were protecting their patients. But accumulating research now reveals that this blanket recommendation to avoid all sunlight may have been dangerously incomplete, and millions of seniors have suffered health consequences as a result. Studies from Harvard Medical School have fundamentally changed our understanding of sunlight and senior health. We now know that moderate daily sun exposure is absolutely essential for vitamin D synthesis, which your body cannot adequately produce any other way. Beyond vitamin D, sunlight exposure directly regulates immune function, improves mood through biological mechanisms involving serotonin, and may even help prevent certain types of cancer. Seniors who avoid sunlight entirely show significantly higher rates of depression, bone fractures from vitamin D deficiency, and weakened immune systems that leave them vulnerable to infections. The pendulum has swung too far toward complete sun avoidance. The balanced solution acknowledges both the benefits and risks of sunlight. Spend 15 to 20 minutes outdoors in morning or late afternoon sunlight daily when the rays are less intense, exposing your arms and face without sunscreen during this brief window. This limited exposure allows your body to produce the vitamin D it desperately needs while minimizing skin cancer risk. Eugene, an 88-year-old man from New Mexico, suffered from constant fatigue, persistent bone pain, and a low mood that nothing seemed to lift. After starting brief daily sun exposure sessions on his patio each morning, his energy levels increased dramatically and his mood improved in ways his family found remarkable. Your body evolved over millions of years to require regular sunlight exposure, and no amount of modern indoor living can change that fundamental biological reality. Hiding from the sun completely deprives your body of something it genuinely needs to function properly. Step outside today for just 15 minutes of gentle morning or evening sun. Let the light reach your skin and begin reversing the vitamin D deficiency that affects the majority of seniors who spend most of their time indoors. Your bones, your immune system, and your mood will all respond positively to this single simple change. Habit 7. The mental challenge routine. Are you actually exercising your brain every single day with genuinely challenging mental activities? Or are you simply letting it slowly fade away while you watch television and scroll through the same familiar content? The brain operates remarkably like a muscle in one crucial respect. Portions of the brain that you use regularly grow stronger and maintain their function, while portions that you neglect progressively weaken and lose capability. Most seniors dramatically underestimate how much active mental stimulation their brains require to maintain optimal function, and the consequences of this neglect become painfully apparent over time. Neurologists at Johns Hopkins have studied brain aging extensively, and their findings offer both warning and hope for every senior willing to take action. Seniors who engage in daily mental challenges such as puzzles, learning new skills, reading complex material, or mastering unfamiliar tasks show significantly slower rates of cognitive decline compared to seniors who coast through mentally undemanding days. Even more remarkable, seniors who consistently challenge their minds demonstrate up to 30% lower risk of developing dementia. Your daily mental activities directly influence whether your brain thrives or declines. The practical solution involves dedicating just 20 minutes each day to something that genuinely challenges your thinking in ways that feel slightly difficult. This could be a crossword puzzle, a Sudoku game, learning a new card game with complex rules, reading a challenging book on an unfamiliar subject, or practicing any new skill that requires focused concentration. Beatrice, a 90-year-old woman from Pennsylvania, decided to start learning Spanish at age 85 simply to keep her mind engaged with something challenging. Her physician recently told her that her cognitive function tests at levels typical of people 20 years younger than her chronological age. Your brain is either actively growing new neural connections right now, or it is losing existing connections and slowly declining. There is no neutral middle ground where your brain simply maintains its current state without effort. Every day that passes without genuine mental challenge is a day of lost cognitive potential that you cannot recover. Challenge your mind today with something that requires real concentration and makes you think in new ways. Purchase a puzzle book, download a language learning application, or pick up a book on a subject you know nothing about. Your future mental clarity depends on the mental effort you invest today. Habit 8. The purpose anchor. Seniors without a clear daily purpose die significantly younger than those who wake up each morning with specific reasons to engage with the world. This is not philosophical speculation or motivational speaking. This is documented medical fact, supported by rigorous scientific research involving tens of thousands of participants over many years. Purpose provides more than emotional satisfaction. Purpose appears to trigger biological processes that protect against disease, maintain physical function, and extend lifespan through mechanisms that researchers are still working to fully understand. A landmark study published by the JAMA Network followed older adults over extended periods and found remarkable differences based on self-reported sense of purpose. Seniors with a strong sense of purpose had a 15% lower risk of death from any cause compared to those who reported lacking clear purpose in their daily lives. These purpose-driven seniors also demonstrated significantly better physical function and maintained cognitive abilities more successfully as they aged. The researchers controlled for other health factors and still found purpose itself to be a powerful independent predictor of longevity and health. The practical solution requires honest self-reflection, followed by deliberate action. Identify one specific reason to get out of bed each morning that involves engaging with the world in a meaningful way. This could be tending a garden that produces food for your family, helping a neighbor with regular tasks they cannot manage alone, caring for a pet that depends on you, volunteering with an organization whose mission you believe in, or working on a creative project that you want to complete. Leonard, a 91-year-old man from Virginia, credits his remarkable longevity entirely to the vegetable garden he tends each morning for his local food bank. Every single day, he has a reason to move his body, challenge his mind, and contribute something valuable to his community. A life without purpose fades rapidly in ways that show up in medical statistics, as well as in the dimming eyes of seniors who have stopped engaging with the world around them. Your purpose does not need to be grand or world-changing. It simply needs to be specific, meaningful to you, and sufficient to pull you out of bed each morning with somewhere to go and something to do. Define your purpose before you sleep tonight. Write it down and commit to it fully. Your longevity and your quality of life depend on having a reason to keep moving forward. These 8 habits are not complicated secrets available only to the privileged few, and they do not require expensive treatments, special equipment, or extraordinary willpower. Morning movement, hydration first, protein priority, daily balance checks, social connection, deliberate sun exposure, mental challenges, and living with clear purpose. These are simple, proven practices that anyone can begin immediately regardless of current health status or financial situation. Thousands of seniors across this country are living proof that age does not have to mean decline, dependence, or diminished quality of life. The choice to thrive rather than merely survive is available to you starting today. If any of these habits surprised you or changed how you think about aging well, share that discovery in the comments below and tell us which habit you plan to start first. Tap the like button if this information brought you value today, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss another video that could add healthy, independent years to your life. Most importantly, share this video right now with a friend, a spouse, a sibling, or anyone you care about who deserves to hear these truths. The seniors in your life will thank you for passing along information that could genuinely transform their remaining years.